G'day guys, Mr. D here, back at school. That's how much I love being here. And I've got my cameraman who's filming today. Nikola, say hello to everyone out there.
Hi guys.
There you go, don't shake my camera around. Alright, so Nikola's helping me film today. This week, what we're going to do is we're going to look at, we've covered a lot of things, and last week, maybe I'll take this off. How's that? That sounds a bit better. Alright, so last week we looked at activities that we were doing from the past few weeks, and I love that people have been uploading their videos and stuff like that. I had a bit of an issue with my computer, but it's getting fixed right now, so that means I will be able to leave video feedback, a voice feedback. So if you post something, you're going to hear back from me, from Mr. D, saying blah blah blah, I really love how you did that video, Nikola, for example, you were very creative, and then you're going to get that little bit of feedback and a comment. So look for those on your post, whether they're pictures or videos. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. Apologies, please don't think that I haven't been accessing it. It's just been, my computer's been a bit funny. Anyways, moving on. Mindfulness, well-being, stretching, meditation, yoga. Nikola, are these things you've heard of?
Mm-hmm.
They are. He goes, there you go. And they're important. And the reason they're important is because we are at home, and there's only so many times I can tell you to run around, jump, bounce balls, all that stuff's really cool. But we also need to take breaks and stretch our bodies and practice that deep breathing. And so this week's about mindfulness, stretching, and yoga, which is really good. I'm going to include a link for Yoga Kids. Most of you guys probably already know that. It's a website you can go to and choose activities. But for now, I just wanted to show a few things that we can do that are easy around the house. Number one is, I noticed that as soon as I walked in here, Nikola and all the other students had their laptop, and this is their head. Head's down like that. Now, if your neck's like that, and you're on a screen for 4, 5, 6 hours a day, do you reckon that's a good thing for your neck, Nikola?
No.
Is it a good thing for your spine?
No.
It's just not good for you at all. So what we want to do is we want to remember that staying like this is not meant to be. That's why old people, you might see old people, they walk around like that because their spine changes. We want to stretch out our shoulders. You can see me pushing my shoulders back, and we do our head exercises. And I love doing them either with my hands on my hips or my hands behind me. Can you see how I'm doing that? Almost like, hey, arrest Mr. D, he's going to jail. It's almost like I'm putting my hands behind me to put them in handcuffs. And what that does is it forces your shoulders. You can see my shoulders pushing back. So as my arm goes up, it sort of pushes my shoulders back. And already my back started hurting because it's stretching out the muscle there. So head straight. And what we want to try to do is we're going to try to look at the ceiling. And we look at the ceiling and we breathe in through our nose, like I said, breathe out through our mouth. We count to 10 in our mind, or count out loud, or count backwards. That's up to you how you want to do it. So for example, I'll look up, I'll go 10, 9, 8. You get the idea, down to 1. We want to do it 3 times. Always 3 times we like to do stuff. We also do left to right, so look to our right. So we're trying to look, almost trying to look over our shoulder. So I'm trying to look what's behind me. Same thing, looking to our left. Then tilting our head. You can see me tilting my head, almost trying to put my ear to the ground like I'm listening. We can roll our head too. Roll it one way, roll it the other. Even that, just for a few minutes, when you're on a screen, it is huge, getting up, giving those fingers a little bit of a shake out, because all day they're sitting there typing. They don't like that. So we want to give them a little bit of a shake out, get the blood going through there. It's almost like, you're flapping your hands. They're really, really loose. See how loose those hands are? So I'm not rigid. I'm nice and relaxed. So yoga's about different positions, holding those positions and building your core strength. Do you know what that core strength is, Nikola? Do you have any idea?
No.
No, that's okay. Well, that's why I'm here to explain that. So your core strength, this is your core, like an apple core. It's the middle part. So this part here, if we keep this nice and strong, and we're talking about our muscles along here and our muscles along there, then it kind of holds everything up. So it's important to do those stretches. So and we can do those. We can either do those stretches, even just stretches like this and holding it, and then pushing back up slowly to a higher position. We can also come down. Our hands can go out, And we can hold that position. I think I've showed you that stretch before. I think it's called the downward dog, I think it might be called, when you're in that position. So they're different stretches. Even those, and again, it's yoga slash stretching, grabbing your, we're stretching out our quadricep. I think we've talked about this. You can see from the side how I'm doing it. I've got my nice New Balance shoes. You like my shoes, Nikola? They're not bad. They're running shoes because I like to run. Holding that again, 10 seconds and out. So the stretches we do for our core, and we always talk about, I like to call this the invisible rowboat. So you're sitting down, and you're grabbing your oars, and we're going to row a boat, but you're going to try it. Every time you row the boat, you're going to bring your legs. And you can see my legs, you can't really tell on the camera, but I'm shaking. My stomach's shaking because it's hard. Look at my voice, and my voice is changing too. Because it takes a lot of effort. Even just 10 of those. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I'm just so tired. And that is making the blood move to that area. So what happens is blood moves to the area that's being used to help the muscle function. Cool word. Mitochondria. They're the little things in your muscles that help you perform at your best. Very long word. Mitochondria. Anyone want to look that up and write out the definition or just say what they think it is? That would be awesome. I know you guys are young and it's a big word. There's nothing wrong with learning new words, is there, Nikola? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to post a link to Yoga Kids. All right. Have you heard of Yoga Kids before? The website, Nikola?
I think so.
All right. Well, there you go. So I'm going to post that. Make sure you're using the camera. That's it. Well, put a video up of you doing some yoga. Put a photo up of you doing some yoga, or a brother or sister, or do it with mum and dad. Find a pose, a yoga pose, and make it yours, okay? There are so many different poses that help you hold your core and hold your strength. You'll see I'm not even moving.
I did that last time.
Did you?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's balance.
It's all about your balance. Great word, Nikola. Thank you. That's a very important word, balance. And how we hold our balance is super important. Okay, so let me see your best yoga pose or yoga activity, upload it, and the great thing is I'll be able to provide you voice feedback on all your awesome pictures and videos. So from me, Mr. D, and from Nikola, it's goodbye. Can't wait to see you guys. Stay safe. Make sure you're using your hand sanitizer wherever you go if you're leaving the house. And I know you guys, most of you guys wear masks too if you go out in public. I want to put mine back on and head out because I've got to go do some shopping. From Mr. D, remember, hit subscribe, hit like on the YouTube channel. I'm not providing YouTube comments anymore, but I will provide feedback on Seesaw. So
You can turn off the comments.
yeah, which I have. I have disabled comments.
Yeah.
So awesome. Thank you very much. See you later, guys.